What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I'm sitting here at Joe Boo Central just waiting for kickoff. I'm like a kid at Christmas every Sunday. It's 11:53. We got an hour before our live stream kicks off, and I'm just sitting here going through, the news of the week. I stay busy working on the red brick house, trying to keep up with the Cowboys and things. My life is 24/7. And then I stepped on a nail yesterday, which kind of slowed my roll a bit. So I'm still a little bit behind on some of this stuff. There's so many narratives. I tell you what, I got to be careful during game time because we've got the studio set up. I forgot that this TV right here is also a smart TV, so I can put a game on behind me here, so I got to be careful when I use this camera that I'm not showing a game. But I have five TVs, and I tell you, YouTube TV is so much better than DirecTV, because here's what was crazy, okay? I got DirecTV 2 years ago, right? Had to get a satellite dish, get it up on the roof and stuff. Ended up paying, I think it was $89 a month, and I had one satellite box, right? And I was like, it's okay, because I can stream the other games. Well, here's the problem with it. Because, see, I have Verizon as my internet provider, which I have high speed, that's fast. I mean, it's fast. And I don't want to mess with that. I also keep a couple of regular cable boxes just in case shit would happen. And because with DirecTV, that $89 a month that I was paying every month, I had one cable box, and you could only stream one additional game at a time. So I have now YouTube TV, and if I had enough TVs, I could stream every single game. So that's like, I need more TVs. And the fact that with my YouTube TV, I can have up to 5 people with that account. So Michael's got an account and Tracy's got one. They can watch. So even though Michael wasn't here, he was with he could watch YouTube TV where he was. When I go down to work on the red brick house, I don't need any cable boxes. I have cable TV, I have TV here as well as at the red brick house, and I don't have any boxes. And what I really love is the fact that I could just set one of these TVs up in here. I don't have to have a cable box. I don't have to run a cable. It's just incredible. So I have yet to really work on the outside studio yet for the games. But I have so many HD cables that are going from, it's splitting, I've got splitters. So that way I can see it. Now, the only problem is a lot of the TVs that are out there are older TVs, and they're not smart TVs. But I will be replacing them. When I replace this TV with a bigger one sometime soon, this will become one of the ones out there. So I'll go from 65 to a 70, at least in here. And it'll become the outdoor. So we're recycling. So for me, so far, YouTube TV and the NFL package is more than worth it. So one of the things, the narratives we have had about Dak Prescott, we all saw where Diggs said, shut your bitch ass up. It would have been different if Diggs had intercepted the ball in practice, and brought it back and went up and said, shut your bitch ass up, because he's basically saying, you sorry, you suck. But it was funny because we find out Dak Prescott talks a lot of trash. And Dak Prescott had just scored another touchdown in practice, right? And basically was like, nah, I'm here, right? And so that's where he literally said, shut your bitch ass up, right? Now, the talking heads, because they get a narrative, okay? Let's be real here. Everybody knows that the Dallas Cowboys keep the lights on. Make no mistake about it, the Dallas Cowboys keep the lights on. In fact, if it weren't for Dak Prescott, I don't know what these talking heads would talk about all off season. They could talk about Josh Allen being ass, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. The hate for Dallas Cowboys and the love for Dallas Cowboys, they're so polarizing. You're either a Dallas Cowboy fan that's diehard, or you hate it. So when you talk about the Cowboys, you're getting both sides of the equation. And the crazy thing is even Dallas Cowboy fans hate and love Dak Prescott. There's no in between. Either he's a bum-ass quarterback, we want to get rid of him, I'll take anybody. Because I remember people saying, "Oh, you can't even put Dak Prescott in the category with Josh Allen." You can't, because Josh Allen turns the ball over a lot more. But be that as it may, I remember people saying, "I'll take Baker Mayfield. I'll take, shit, what was his name? We had him. I don't know. They said we take everybody. I'll take Sam Darnold over Dak Prescott. Baker Mayfield. I'll take the Red Rifle. All those things. But it's funny because all those guys kind of, crashed and burned, and Dak's still playing. But be that as it may, one of the narratives that they've been saying is, especially Greg Jennings, Greg, I tell you what, Greg Jennings, if you want me to stop pounding on you about talking about my quarterback, okay, talking about my quarterback, come on my show and we can settle it, okay? In fact, I'll talk to Miss Tracy and see if she still got your contact information, so we can do this together here. But when you said that the Dallas Cowboys, they don't even respect their own quarterback, but see, Greg, we talking about practice, not the game. Not the game that we love. We talking about practice. And we got all these alpha males with these big egos and stuff, and it's hot, and we're getting after it, and we're wearing your ass out. So man, screw you, man. Kiss my ass, right? That's the kind of stuff that goes on. Greg. Okay, I know you're trying to make the profile. I know you're trying to make the profile and stuff, but we know when you talk about the Cowboys, the Dak tax, it works. But it's funny how we talked about Dak Prescott. There was a Dak Prescott interception in camp tally that went on. But here it is. Josh Allen has all those interceptions. Nobody talks about it. And it's funny because we've seen Stephon Diggs literally go, look at it. Do you think that was, hey, bro, how about a hug? Josh, it's okay we lost. Hey, how about a hug? No. Stephon was like, dude, what the F? What the F? And so last week, when they were playing ass against the Jets, a team that was a lame duck that they should have just blown out, he kept going, dude, be smart. Be smart. Because when you say that, understand, when you say be smart, it's not because you were being smart. It's because you were being stupid, or they were feeling like you were being stupid. Okay? You know what? I've said that to my kids. What are you doing? Be smart, man. Don't do that stupid shit. Right? So do we look at this and say, maybe Stephon Diggs doesn't respect his quarterback? We certainly said when Dak was lighting up his defense in practice, not the game, in practice, we sure said, well, his teammates don't respect him. So we're not looking and asking, we're not questioning whether or not his teammates question him. Stephon Diggs, who had all kinds of cryptic messages and everything else, and talking about playing with his brother. Are we saying that there's all kind of respect there? Or how about Jalen Hurts? Because his star receiver this past game on Thursday night, nobody's really talking about it other than the playmaker. And thank God the playmaker is back, man. Thank God he is back. Kind of brought it up. Let me see if I find the quote. Browns wide receiver scolded by Dallas Cowboys Hall of Famer Michael Irvin for overzealous sidelines activity. I've always told players, don't do that. It's a selfish look, especially if you're winning. And Irvin said on FS1 Undisputed, referring to his frustrated Browns seemingly getting into the quarterback's face during the game, which is true, because you saw him up in there like, up in his business. So I understand they made it to the Super Bowl, came close to winning had it not been for the fumble Hurts had. How come we're not questioning whether or not the players respect Jalen Hurts? I'll even take it another step further. Here it was in practice. Now, we talking about practice now. You guys may remember during training camp, they were doing goal line drills, and Jalen Hurts kind of took his time getting up off the ground. The coach basically cussed at him and said, get your ass over here, man, and do push-ups. Because they were running a drill that meant hurry up, get up off the field so we can try and kick the extra point. I mean, the field goal. We're not questioning whether the coach respects his quarterback. Because it's not the first time he's gone after in the public eye. Because he literally went out after that practice. Instead of just being just a practice thing, he reiterated it. That, I don't care who you are. But we don't question unless it's Dak Prescott. Only thing we got in the Cowboys was, shut your bitch ass up after he lit up Diggs. It's interesting, to say the least. All right, good people. I'm ready. I am ready for game day, and we are less than an hour away from kickoff. So I've got, let's see what game. I've got the Raiders and Buffalo over here. I'll have Baltimore. Oh, I forgot who Baltimore plays, although I might put Red Zone on, because Baltimore, it's a snooze fest. It's hard to watch. I don't know. I feel for you Ravens fans. It ain't exciting watching your games. It literally isn't. It's like watching one of those slapping matches where it's just like slap, 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 slap. It's like, okay, can somebody just get knocked the F out? But we got Kansas City versus the Jaguars. We got to see if Kansas City comes back off the map. I forgot who the Fox game is, but I think it's Green Bay versus somebody. And I want to see the Lions, if they can go to 2-0, or if Seattle can get on the board here after losing last week to the Rams. So it's going to be a fun day here. This is the early slate. But then come 4 o'clock, we'll be live streaming the whole way through. Come 4 o'clock, we will be, of course, streaming Cowboys, Giants, and Washington. We'll have all 3 games on, and we'll be covering it here. And we'll be checking out your comments, and we'll be having a party, and we'll be having the big chopped cheese sub. Yeah. See you then.